Hey, my name is Christina Angeli. I am an elite SUPS athlete. I have an extensive background in fitness. I've been in the industry for about 10 years, from a mix of bodybuilding to powerlifting, modeling bodybuilding, competing with the WBFF. So I love it. It's my life. It's my passion. And I want to talk to you today about how you can get the most out of your fitness. We'll start with a little bit of cardio. The best form of cardio. Well, let's start first. Do you even like cardio? Me personally, being a powerlifter, I kind of hate cardio, but I do it. I know it's good for me. I know I have to do it. So for you, if you love cardio, do what you enjoy, right? That's the best form for you. If you dislike cardio and it's hard to get motivated for it, try and start small, right? Start with doing a little bit of walks on the treadmill. What I used to do is to watch TV shows. That would help me get through that cardio when I had to. I'd recommend that you do, only because cardio can be really hard on your joints, your ligaments, your knees. You know, think about if you're jogging and you're running, right? There's gonna be a lot of pressure on your body. So if you're doing really intensive forms of cardio, then maybe pull it back a little bit, see how you're feeling, right? If your body's really sore, bring it back, bring back to walking instead of running, or maybe jump on the cross trainer. It's good just to mix it up so you don't just get those repetitive injuries and strains. So intervals is a great way, again, to mix up that cardio. And for people like me, if you don't love long, steady state cardio, going for jogs, maybe it's something to do so you can kind of stay interested and stay engaged. So short sprints, think about things like that with periods of rest and downtime. Really, really good for building up that heart rate, getting into that fat burning mode, and also then giving your body a little bit of time to rest and relax. A lot easier than 10 minutes steady state. You could do just 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. A lot faster, sharper, shorter. So cardio, it's cardiovascular fitness, right? So it is all about your heart and it's all about your heart rate. A good way to test where your heart rate is and with burning zone is with one of these, right? All the smartwatches have it. They have heart rate monitors and they actually give you little zones these days. So they're pretty good in giving a sense of how far you're pushing your body in your cardio, whether you're getting into the zone of intensity that you want. But saying that, any form of movement is good movement, right? You don't have to run. You can start slow. You can start with slow pedals on the bike. Whatever you want to do, whatever you feel like, any form of cardio is better than no form of cardio. So faster cardio is a bit of a tricky one. Generally for performance, you do want to be fed state, right? So you have a little bit more energy stores, a little bit more energy to push through. So if you're looking at training for marathon, for example, right? You want to be fed so you have enough energy to push through that endurance. However, saying that, if you're an early morning riser and you just can't fathom eating something at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., whenever you wake up, then you can do it in a fasted state. That has been shown that obviously if you're fasted, you'd be using energy from your energy stores rather than the energy you've ingested. So there can be benefits for that. However, you have to weigh up kind of what is your purpose of your cardio and is it more beneficial to eat first? I prefer to have just a little light, something carbs, snack, muesli bar or something before I train so I can get enough out of my cardio. Anytime you want to do it. There's been studies that show that if you do it closer to bed and you increase your heart rate closer to bed, you increase your energy levels, it can be harder to wind down and unwind. So, early morning cardio, there's quite a few benefits for that, especially if you do it outdoors, right? It starts your digestion, you get a little bit of vitamin D, fresh air, starts your mental health for the day as well, because you can kind of unwind and relax into the day. So there are benefits of doing it in the morning, there are disadvantages of doing it at night, but there's disadvantages of both and advantages of both, depending on your schedule. So as I said, any form is better than no form. So it really depends on the time that you have available in the day, There are recommendations. So the World Health Organization recommends about 10 minutes as, your minimum sufficient to get the job done. However, I like to find that 30 minutes or more is a good state for me. I find that it helps me get that heart rate that we're talking about up into those higher intensity zones rather than the 10 minutes. So you could start 10-minute stroll or a 10-minute short pedal on the bike, whatever you're doing, and then just increase the intensity to 20 minutes and then see if you can go about 30 minutes or more. At the end of the day, it's whatever suits you. 10 minutes minimum, 30 minutes I find is a pretty good ballpark.